Okay, let's do it one more time because I am struggling to find a good position to sit, a comfortable something to do. But anyway, what I'm doing and what I'm trying to do is talk about the Artist Way book. I'm currently on week 2 and I'm reading the Artist Way for the second time, so this is not me like the first time reacting to it, I guess, but I'm also combining doing the Artist Way right now with doing a lot of artistic work and trying to really clock in. While the first time I did it, I wasn't doing artistic work that much, and I was also not really doing my own stuff. I was doing a lot of things for others, but I wasn't really doing my own projects. And right now I am doing my own projects, so I'm combining doing the Artist Way for the second time with doing my own stuff, and then seeing like how that feels in my body and like how that feels in general. Reading it for the second time is easier than reading it the first time, that's for sure. I think I am noticing that the wording and the things that in general, like the things that I'm reading, I'm not triggered, while the first time I read it, I think I needed a lot of time to like read through some pages because they would feel super heavy, and I didn't really like how it felt, and I really didn't like how it made things sound, or like people in my life sound. And guess what? From me reading this the first time, week 2, I wrote down, like, there was an exercise where you're supposed to write down people, like people that are in your, I have to remember, but like there was like one exercise where you needed to write people that are protective of yourself, of your identity, that are helping you grow, that are like loving your authenticity, and people that you need to, for now, keep out of that circle and protect yourself from. And the first time I wrote it, I wrote the names. None of these people are in my life anymore. It just happens that every single person that I was like protecting myself from ended up not being that supportive, or not being a really good person in my life, or not really good friend. And actually my circle, from doing the Artist Way the first time to doing the Artist Way the second time, became so much smaller but so much tighter. Like, I'm super grateful for the people that I have in my life, and the people that were in this protective circle, in this like I really support you circle. We have been creating things together, and it has been actually wonderful. So I see a lot of change in the way that it was right when it said that you have crazy makers in your life, and that you have people in your life that are not necessarily wishing you well, or not even because they don't like you, it's just more like you're triggering to them. And yeah, and that just makes sense. And that you also hang out with people that are slowing you down a little bit, not in a bad way, but just in a way. Yeah, and for example, like I highlighted this, be very careful to safeguard your newly recovering artist. People, when you start sharing online, or when you start doing things yourself, or when you are like when you do anything, like they start telling you that you're a little bit crazy, or it's a bad idea, or what do you even do it? When you are recovering and trying to become an artist, I want to like smack someone with this fucking book and say, let people be. Because like everybody is trying to create, everybody's trying to express themselves, and I was so scared for most of my life to share myself authentically, because people would tell me that this is crazy, and people would constantly doubt me, and people would constantly put stuff in my head. I'm not trying to blame people. It was also me. Like, I was also absolutely receptive to this kind of thing, and I was taking it super personally, and I would listen to it. But I think it's no one's business really to tell other people what to do if they're just trying to express themselves in a kind way, in a way that does not harm anyone. It's good for them because they are being more themselves, and they're becoming more of who they are. I'm not even talking about being an artist. I'm just talking in general. And I feel like from doing this book the first time to doing this book the second time, I just let it be. Like, honestly, I let myself be. I let myself create. I let myself share online. I let myself do my own projects and like just pitch things to people that I want to do. And honestly, it's just the beginning, but I'm feeling like a little bit more grounded in it. the crazy makers. Yeah, the crazy makers. I have had so many crazy makers in my life, and in a way that I don't really feel like I want to like even share, because I've been yeah, like I've been close to a lot of addicts in my life because of my history, I guess. And people that are literally taking you out of the presence all the time, and like making everything urgent, and everything is a big deal, and everything is a lot, and you're constantly like worrying about someone else and taking responsibility for someone else, even if they're adults. But bringing it back to yourself and being like, you know what, you're an adult, you should figure out some things on your own, and also I am responsible for myself. And honestly, like when I decided to make that choice, I became healthier. Like my health improved. If I'm comparing like me in March when I started this book and me now, it's crazy. Like my health is good. Like I'm not ill. Like I don't know, like in March I was already like recovering and I was feeling definitely better, but it's actually a miracle. Last year around this particular time, I had a head injury. I'm functional, very well functioning. I can do most things. Everything is functioning as it is. I'm back in arts, I'm back at being able to carry gear. Like I'm fully fine. And honestly, I can only say that I feel like this is because I decided to take care of myself. And we're not even done. Like I just started, and I started doing it mentally, and I feel like now I need to bring it physically into it, because I think the only physical thing that I'm doing is like dancing occasionally to random shit. But I want to make it more of a practice, and I think like this book helped me realize that I need to put my stuff a little bit more first, and not every single other person that makes me feel like, again, like crazy makers that make me feel like their things are more urgent than mine, because they're not. And oh yeah, and then the part of skepticism. I have so many people in my life that are very skeptical about, wait, is it skeptical? I'm not sure. Yeah. Or your own skepticism. I don't really remember. Let's skip the skepticism because I don't really remember what I thought about it. Yeah. Yeah, the exercise 2 would draw a circle. Inside that circle, place topics you need to protect, place the names of those you find to be supportive, and then outside of the circle, place the names of those you must to be self-protective around. Just now, all gone. No one left in my life. Every single person that was on this outside circle, gone. Like, it's crazy. And yeah, like 20 things I enjoy doing. I don't really remember like what exactly I wrote to a lot of these things. I forgot my notebook, but I remember just like I think like 2 things that I still wanted to mention. That the artist dates is still really difficult for me to do because I do spend a lot of time on my own, and if I have like time that I have like a lot of time on my own, I prefer to do something very particular, and I don't really like doing anything new, which is interesting because I thought I'm more comfortable getting out of my comfort zone. But I think when I am spending intentional time with myself, I have like this urge to constantly go to nature and go to like see the water, and that's it. Like not really anything. Like my friends are telling me like go explore something new, and I feel like I should, because it definitely brings like new fuel to the mind. But I'm struggling with this. I'm also struggling to call dates with myself. I don't know why, but it's hard. Like I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna have a day on my own. But if I tell myself like, oh, it's a date, I'm like, weird. But then it's fine. Like it's fine, I'm having a day with myself. And also most of the time I'm having them accidentally, because I don't know, like I'm having a day and I'm having like a lot of different emotions, and I'm like, you know what, I need to go and like spend some time on my own so I can clear my head. And that's when it happens then to be like a date, but it's not like intentional. And I'm not saying like, oh, on Wednesday I'm gonna go out and spend a date on my own with myself. I wish that I would do it more often. And with the morning pages, I do have to say that this week I slacked. I skipped 2 days because my schedule has been like this. And because my schedule has been like this, I've been waking up and going to bed at like random times and then not really doing my morning pages well. Like I'm doing like a snippet and I'm like, I'll come back to it and like write more about it, but I don't. And I feel like I need to improve it because I am struggling with having a schedule that goes like this. I need a more precise schedule because otherwise I feel like my day is all over the place, which is fine, but also not really. And I hope that like now that the Christmas is over, I will feel like it will be fine soon. Yeah. But again, week 2, easier than the first time I did it. And again, I feel like what I learned is that you know who is in your corner. You know who is in your circle, and you'll feel it. Like you intuitively are gonna feel who is supportive of you and who is not. And I learned that some people are just not supportive of you, and that's okay. And you get to design your own path and take people with you that support you and really love you. And they're not gonna be, and everybody else kind of gonna fall away. So yeah, again, week 2 done. Week 3, what is in week 3? Recovering a sense of power. I'm excited for this. This week may find you dealing with unaccustomed bursts of energy and sharp peaks of anger, joy, and grief. You're coming into your power as the illusory hold of your previously accepted limits is shaken. You will be asked to consciously experiment with spiritual open-mindedness. I think this is going to be difficult for me because I'm having weird beef with spirituality right now. For no reason in particular that I want to share. But I hope that it's going to be like open-minded. Like I'm going to be open-minded to it and it's going to go well. Anyway, week 2 done. See you for week 3.